Hey guys, it's Molly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you and talking about all the books that I read this month. And boy, was this month's reading just a crazy wild ride. So to recap, this month I read a total of 8 books. We had 2 DNFs, 1 2-star, 2 3-star, 1 3.5-star, 1 4-star, and 1 5-star. So I would say my reading was kind of a little all over the place this month. I've actually just started DNFing books, like really. I've just decided that if I'm not enjoying a book, I need to just put it down and pick up one that I might enjoy a little more. And I think that that's helped me a lot with reading. So let's just get into the books and what I read. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first DNF this month, and that was The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I left the bookmark in here. I got to page 252 until I was like, yeah, no, I really do not care. I don't want to know the ending. I don't want to follow along anymore. I was just over this book, and I'm gonna go back into my notes and read you a little bit of what I wrote for that. So basically, I said I was dragging myself to keep reading. The daughter character was so annoying, and I just didn't care to find out what happened to the father. Very much true to this day. I just didn't care. And like I said in my notes, the daughter character was so annoying. She was just pissing me off, on quite frankly, when I was reading this book, and I just didn't want to read the last like 50 pages or whatever, how much left to find out the ending. So DNF. The next DNF this month was Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I got halfway into this. I think I got to page 200 or around there, and I was just done. I actually DNF'd this last night because I just did not care anymore. This book was not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to focus more on like the sickness that was like taking over the school. It wasn't. I just found that I wasn't like drawn or relating to any of the characters, and none of the characters were really entertaining enough, I guess, for me to keep reading. And at least one character's got to be good for me to want to keep reading this book, and none of them were. And I just felt like it kept dragging and dragging, so I was halfway through. I was like, yeah, nope, we're done with this book. Alright, my 2-star read this month might shock a few people because it even shocked myself, and that is My Sister, the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I'm sorry if I said her name wrong. I just didn't enjoy this book. It made me so sad to give this 2 stars. I want to talk about the things I liked first. I really liked that this was really short chapters, so I was able to read this really quickly, which was great. And that was kind of it. This was really just a disappointment for me. The synopsis I felt was a little misleading. It reeled me in, which was good, but the book just didn't deliver. I really hated the sister that was like killing all these people, and she just did not give a single fuck that she was killing these people. Like, I know that's what happens. Like, serial killers usually don't give a fuck, but like reading about it just pissed me off. And not even the fact that she didn't like care, but she was so nonchalant, and especially to like her sister who was protecting her and helping her like dispose of the bodies or whatever, knowing that she was killing these people and her sister was risking like essentially her life in a way to help her. And she just wasn't really thankful, didn't really care. That really pissed me off. And then the mom, how she was like showing favoritism to the daughter who was a serial killer. I mean, she didn't know she was a serial killer, but it's like, come on. Why are you favoritizing this daughter over your other daughter who is clearly showing so much more potential than she is? Whatever. I just really did not like this book. I did not like it. I did not like it. I did not like it. So one of my 3 stars this month was Him by LL Ash. I got this on Amazon because I was going to do a whole reading vlog of like reading age gap romances, but I didn't end up doing that vlog, but I read this book anyway. And basically what this is about, if you've never heard of it, because I never heard about it until I saw it on Amazon, is there's this guy named Blake and this girl named Bay, and Blake is Bay's friend Georgia's dad, and Bay and Georgia move in with Blake when they go to college so that they have somewhere to stay. Georgia ends up leaving, so then it's just Bay and Blake, and they develop a relationship. I gave this 3 stars. I think I was really hoping this was going to be like Birthday Girl, and I know that's partly my fault for putting a lot of high expectations on this book, because I really love Birthday Girl. Birthday Girl is my favorite freaking age gap romance ever. I love it so much, and I was really hoping for that to be like this, or for this to be like that, and it wasn't, obviously. I mean, it was still a good book. I gave it 3 stars. It was enough for me to enjoy it and finish it and keep reading, because I love romance, I love age gap, so I was still able to finish it. The steamy scenes were alright. I didn't think that they were that, I mean, they were steamy, but they weren't like high in my expectations, I guess. And I really liked the like sneaking behind like other people's backs because they wanted to keep their romance a secret because they didn't know how people were going to react. I like that aspect. But yeah, it's just a 3-star for me. I would recommend it if you want to try more age gap romances. My other 3-star book this month was The Chain by Adrienne McKinty. I actually got this from a little free library, which was really great. I'm actually going to put it back in one because I read it and I don't see myself rereading it. But I just felt that this book was pretty average. The synopsis is what hooked me. The plot twist didn't really deliver. I felt halfway through it kind of like switches, so like you're following the chain and then halfway you get to like something else I don't want to say because that's kind of what the plot twist was. But I would have liked to read more about the chain and what happens like after they complete the chain or whatever. I would have liked to read that instead of what actually happened. And the plot twist wasn't shocking. It wasn't predictable. I was how do I say this? It wasn't shocking, it wasn't predictable, but I was kind of just like, oh, okay. That's the plot twist, I guess. Once it was revealed and like what took place after was just a little disappointing for me. So yeah, I mean, it was good enough for me to finish it. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I'm glad that I got it at a little free library. But yeah, it was just an average book for me. Alright, now for a book that was a little bit better than average. 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. I liked this book enough to give it 3.5 stars. Obviously, I really enjoyed that this book took place during quarantine and COVID, you know, something that we've all experienced, unfortunately. So like it hit home that, you know, they were going through what we were going through. And even though I really hate detective POVs, I was still able to read this one because it wasn't mainly about like the detective, you know, it was just a few chapters throughout the book. It was not the whole book. I really liked it. I don't know if I would reread it, but it was pretty good. Okay, my 4-star this month might be shocking to some people because after I read this book, I looked up reviews and watched like videos and stuff, and a lot of people did not like this book, and I actually really enjoyed it. And that was Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I gave this 4 stars. I don't know, I really liked it. I didn't see the plot twists coming. A lot of people were like, they were predictable, they knew who the killer was, they saw all the different plot twists that were gonna come. I didn't, and I don't know if that's just because everything went over my head or what, but I genuinely did not see these like happening. I enjoyed the atmosphere of them being in the car, like a good portion of the book. I mean, some parts in here weren't realistic, like the towards the end, the car scene, if you know what I'm talking about, with the handcuffs. I didn't think that was that realistic, but it was still a good book, enough for me to give it 4 stars. And honestly, I mean, I can see why people rated it low, but from my experience reading it, it was a 4-star. Alrighty, and for my 5-star this month, it is The One by John Mars. I have been waiting forever to read this. It's been sitting on my TBR, and I was just like, you know what, bitch, pick it up. Pick it the fuck up and read it. So I did. Wow. Apparently it's a major TV series. I need to look it up and watch it because this book was so good. It's my first John Mars book. I've never read any before. I do want to pick up some more. And I really liked the multiple viewpoints. I thought that they were very diverse, like with the characters. And I don't know, I just really liked it. I really love this book. Like, I am definitely, and also the short chapters. Chef's motherfucking kiss. Love short chapters, so definitely would recommend this book. That's everything that I read this month. I thought I did pretty good. 8 books, you know, for being in a reading slump, that's pretty darn good to me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you read any of these books this month too, or if I read any book that you read and didn't like or whatever, just leave me a comment below. Comment below anything, because I love when you guys comment on my videos so then I can talk to you guys. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a humongous thumbs up so that I can know. Make sure to subscribe to see more bookish content from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!